side there in studio. And yes, as you have said, everything looks very complete at this particular point, but there are those final touches that just needed to be done before everything else is actually given a clean bill of health. But the whole day today, once we got here in Nakuru, is that we've also been gathering stories just to see what the mood is and what do we expect of tomorrow. And earlier on, I got the opportunity through our correspondent in Baringo to get a feel of what the elders in Sacho, who these are the Kalenjin elders, have a feel or what their feeling is with regards to this particular procession and what has been happening since this whole event started, when the proclamation was made and when the announcement, the viewing and all that. And the elders had quite an interesting view of what has happened, but they do feel very heartbroken that they are not part of this burial plans, and they also have this concerns whether the right burial rituals of the Kalenjin are going to be followed. And this is the story that I prepared earlier on today. Kalenjin elders are battling with the fact that they may barely play any role in the burial of former President Daniel Arap Moi, as the military gears to take full control with some input from the church.
Yeah, but these other things of culture and cultural rights and so forth will have their place, no, but not now.
The elders believe they should have been factored into the plans, adding that he was a respected man in the community, and the failure to grant them an opportunity to bid him farewell the traditional way may attract curses.
Huyu mzee alikuwa ni mzee ambaye clan yake ni Kibasiso, wanalengana na jua. Wakati nalaliswa huyo mzee ambaye ni ya clan ya sote, tota name ni sote, atakuwa kichwa taangalizwa sehemu ya San.
The elders are also keen on the food to be served to guests, as there is a particular way and a particular kind of food that should be cooked and served.
Mzee kama huyu ndume ile inachinjwa kwa kimila ni ile ndume ambaye imevinywa. Ndume ile imevinywa sote, sababu huyu amezaa, huyu ako na watoto.
A key next step for the Moi family will be that of sharing out his property, and they stand cautioned not to be in a hurry to sort out the matter.
Iko kazi itafanywa, tunaita kiilgari, yani inakumbushwa, alafu ile vitu yake nakuja wasee wa rika yake wanakuja kutema mate hiyo vitu kabla ichachukuliwa na mtoto yeyote.
And the requirements do not leave the deceased mzee's clothes out.
Wasee wanajikawanyia na inavaliwa, sababu mzee si kutupwa, na patia wale wasee wa jamii wengine, wasee wa kijiji hizo, bas alafu mzee asindikizwe alale.
During the viewing of the late former president's body, there were instances where children were allowed to get into parliament and join the adults in the observation. The elders are unhappy about this, as they believe it goes against the beliefs of the community.
Watu wa rika yake na watu wakubwa wanaenda ngalia, lakini sasa upelekwa watoto wachanga, mama iko na mtoto kwa pekani, hiyo si mzuri, si mzuri. Hata mama ambaye kuna mimba haiwezi kubalika kuangalia mzee.
Is some of the views that the elders have, and they really do hope that everything will go as per precision. But earlier on today, we were also saying that everything that was being done, just as Nairobi has been doing, is actually with regard to timeliness, precision, and everything has to go as planned. But already we are told that plans are complete, and we do expect that there are over 30,000 people who will be coming here to this particular place. Already we have seen a lot of interest from the students here at Kabarak University and also the neighboring places, that is the residents from the neighboring places, and all of them might just be coming here from 5 o'clock in the morning, as George Natembea, the regional commissioner, said that the gates will be opening at that particular 5 o'clock. But here is a story Bridget Ngana prepared earlier in the day with regards to the preparations of this state funeral.
They chose to honor the late President Daniel Moi and the founding patron of the Rift Valley Institute of Science and Technology by planting more than 500 indigenous trees and naming this future garden after him.
We decided to have a botanical garden in remembrance of our patron. I would wish to take this opportunity to send our condolences to the family of the late president and the nation at large.
At Kabarak, the dress rehearsal for Wednesday's service was complete as service providers rushed to finalize on the setup.
And what we've done this morning up to now was a rehearsal. How we'll save the body of the late president and how the procession will move all the way to this place where we'll have a service and then back. And also how family members and other VIPs will move from this place to the graveside.
And the towering professor of Kenyan politics will be rested without the vibrant political air that colored his life in leadership.
This is a fairly formal and a very solemn occasion. Politics will not be allowed here, and any individuals who may be planning to come with branded T-shirts will not get in. We want to have this as official as possible without unnecessary side shows. We are mourning the president, so there's no room here for partisan politics.
The gates will be opened by 5 a.m. Wednesday to allow the public into the venue, with Nakuru residents enjoying free transportation from the town center to Kabarak.
We want people to be seated by 7 because by 8:39 we should be starting. So we want by the time the guests, like the president, and other guests arrive, we want all people to have been seated and comfortable in their seats, just waiting for the program to start. Being a military kind of function, preciseness, and actually focus and strictness to the to timelines.
In just a few hours, this dome here at the Kabarak University grounds will be full to the brim with members of the public and dignitaries who shall be here to pay their last respects to the former fallen president, Daniel Moi. Bridget, Ghana, NTV, Nakuru.
Well, another thing that we've also been able to note is that there is too much precision, and if my camera person Paul Basweti will be able to walk with me, is that the arrangement has already been made, and every chair that is on this particular row, this is just the row next to the casket, has a name, and everybody will be seated where their name is. And this starts where there is the firstborn, that is Raymond Moi, goes all the way to John Mark Moi, retired Major Philip Moi, and all of them and all the family members will be seated here on this particular row. Then we'll also have other government officials on this other side. There is the president's chair, which will come and will be placed here. Probably the deputy president's chair will also come and be placed at this particular point. Then there is a seat of the ADC. So we do know that these are some of the chairs that have been reserved, and there is a huge space between where the dignitaries will be sitting and where the other Kenyans will be sitting. This is the over 30,000 people who are expected to come here at this particular point starting tomorrow 5 o'clock. So this huge difference, this huge space has been left. Probably there is going to be a rostrum that is going to be set up for the media and all that, so that nobody says that they are going to be denied that particular opportunity. On this other end, there are two huge photos of the retired president, that is President Moi, who we are going to be bidding farewell to, and also behind him, that is where the clergy will be sitting. So what we do expect tomorrow is that all these things will be going according to the plans and what they do have. This is where the casket will be placed tomorrow, and probably whether there are people who will be allowed to view the body once again as it happened at Nyayo Stadium, we do not know. But we also do know that he was a man who loved flowers, and there are flowers that have just been coming in. There is a lock, there is a trailer, there is a truck that has come in and has brought in this flowers. And we also saw today there are those people who had the lapel flowers. What we do know, whether there are those who are going to be given those lapel flowers tomorrow, we do not know, but it is something that we can expect to wait. So we'll be here starting 4 o'clock in the morning, ready to see as people come in and make sure that we do document this part of history as everybody else has been watching it. So right now, it's adios and a good night from here in Kabarak, but we'll be waking up here. Don't touch that dial. NTV is the station to watch.